Right, called to look at this tank. The customers reported the earth leakage strip had tripped out. When they reset it, they saw sparks coming out of the terminal cover on this compressor. Copeland scroll. It's a ZB48 K3 EPFJ 522. So it's brazing, not rotor locks. We might end up getting a rotor lock version. Probably be a ZB. Depends what they keep in stock at the wholesalers. This is probably on mineral oil because I think the tank's running R22. Single phase. Oil. POE. No, it's on POE. That's good. At least it's got POE oil in the system already. Right. We've got the power off. And the isolator locked out. But we'll check it anyway with a tester. And then we'll get the terminals off there and measure it, and hopefully it's just loose by the look of it. See that terminal on there? It's actually anyway, we'll see. Right, we've got the black lead on the copper pipe, discharge pipe, which you can't usually get a better ground than the pipe that's brazed into the body of the compressor. And then we've got the red lead on the earth terminal, and then we're going to do a test. That's showing a dead short, which proves both these connections are good. You know, there could be a bit of paint under here and it'll give us a false high resistance reading. Oop. $11, 12 megaohms. That is not that good. It's not terminal. Still not very good. So they kind of check out. It's not great. I have seen worse. I mean, there's a lot of carbon on here. We might clean that up and then see if it improves. That's 2 ohms nearly between there. 24 ohms, that seems a little high. That is run to start, and then run to common. If the lead is going to fall off. $21, $22, so it does add up. Right, we'll clean this up and see what we get. Right, we've given those a clean up with a little brass wire brush. It's actually a spark plug brush. It's ideal for cleaning the dirt off the terminals. And then we've gone around, always keep a toothbrush or something, clean around there and got all the carbon and shit off of there. There's reading 40 megaohms, it's going off the scale. We might have a bit of refrigerant in the crankcase and that can affect the reading. 37 megaohms. He's climbing up. So what we'll do is we'll put some more crimps on the end of there and give it a run, see what it does. Just peeled the cabling back on this to remake connection. You can see it's got so hot the insulation's burnt off, and it may well have been shorting out between that, and that might be the neutral. or start winding, I'm not sure. It was blue. Blue was on the top, is common, so that is probably the neutral. And dead live to neutral short can trip the RCD, because it'll trip on overcurrent as well. I've had that before. So we'll cut this back in and make some more, put some more crimps on the end. But luckily the cable's long enough, even if we have to come around the other side. It's plenty long enough. Right, we've got all our terminals redone. Let's give that another test. 30 mega ohms, 50, 60s climbing up. I wouldn't mind betting we've got some refrigerant in there, but we'll get the wires put back in the other end. The customer took those out. We'll get those put back in and we'll try it. Hopefully it'll work. You never know whether it's been burnt the other side of that terminal, or even the windings could have been damaged. Right, we took the cover off of there to get to the temperature probe, so the warm air will get in there and warm the sensor up, which is here, and that'll be let us bring the cooling on, because at the moment the milk's cold. There we go. Let's see if our compressor's fired up. I think they might come on in stages. 15 amps. That one's running because the discharge is getting warm. It's getting warm. Okay. 16 amps. I'm not sure what the maximum rated amperage on these is. 23 amp, 23 amp, 23 amp is 60 hertz, so the other one might be a bit lower, so around 20-21 amps. So we're okay at 16. A bit of a noise. It's cold, probably full of liquid, like I said. We'll leave it run for 5 minutes, see what it does. So that's run okay, so I'll check these terminals in here for tightness and put the cover back on, and it'll either keep running or it'll pack up in the next day or so. Especially Christmas Eve, we're not going to be able to get one of these until January anyway, so if they're lucky they'll save the cost of that. Plus it's on R22. Pretty sure it's on R22. Yeah, it's R22 expansion valves in there. So we'd have to convert it to something else, so that it just gets expensive. The interesting thing on these, they use these automotive dryers. Right, I've got all the terminals off there again. I thought we'd give it a try. See what it reads. That is still right on 400 mega ohms. And that one, this should be the same. So one thing with these clips are not very good on the end of the leads. 400 mega ohms. So that's a difference, a little bit of a run, getting some heat in there's done to it. Right, well hopefully that's the last job before Christmas. nice and simple. So it's a bit tricky on farmyards, especially small farms. They tend to have a lot of machinery dotted about. I've got no windows in the back of the van, so I can't really see what's going on behind. Mirrors. Right. You have to be careful. He's got a couple of dogs here, and what they like to do is chase you down the drive, and they'll run down either in the field and then come through the hedge in front of you. You have to be aware they're going to do that. Well, and this is just general for farm dogs really, rather than this place. But the other thing they like to do is they try and bite your wheels as you're driving along. So I'm always careful not to run the pet over. It's not going to do you not nice for the dog, and it's not going to do you any favours. Customer, this is a bit of a... Be careful which line I take here. It looks like the van had ground out because it's quite. It's the extra long wheelbase, and it's quite low to the ground anyway. I've had it bottom out a couple of times. It's got when it was in the garage getting serviced, sort of had a wander around underneath, and you can see all these scratches over the diesel tank. It's plastic on these, plastic tank, and it had a load of gouges in it where it obviously caught on something. Which would be expensive for our diesel prices here. If that leak when it was full, that would be we're getting on for 100 quid's worth of diesel plus the price of the tank and getting towed into the garage. There we go, on the main road. Too light, but I thought we'd go through the town. See the Christmas lights. You can't see them on there. They've got lights, Christmas lights on the lampposts, and then further up in the town they've got a string of lights going sort of diagonally from one post to another. Doesn't look too bad at night time. It's about the only good thing about this town really, is they do fairly good Christmas lights. Doesn't have a lot else going for it. This is going to take a while. I think we'll stop and carry on again when we've got a better view. Might try and get a shot of them at night time. They do look quite good. She's started. Where's he trying to go? Is he going anywhere? Where are you going?
Still looking for anything on the 8.